Hey Wastelanders, this is the Last Ranger and I'm Gary. Savage Creek GunStocks. It's in Stag and I believe it's in D2 steel. Let's dig it out. So I've already opened it and I played with it a lot, and it came in this nice wax paper. I shoved that. It came in a white cover box to protect the box, I guess, but I threw that away. I like the box. I like the pull-out drawer. Anyway, so this is the Savage Creek and Stag. So I think the best version of this, unfortunately, is on the non-presentation side. It's on the back side. It's a little bit light for me on the presentation side. I would like to see this wider, maybe ground. I don't know how they get the white, but I would love that it was wider in here. Like on the back, it's a little bit wider. And really brown, like rich brown on the non-presentation side, where it's a little bit faded, but I like it. This is a really nice knife. If you I'm going to show you a comparison of a much more expensive knife, and if you can see it at the back, hopefully you can see the back. It's perfectly smooth. I wouldn't consider any gapping in the spring. Maybe there's a little bit gapping in the Stag. I don't think so. It's just really nice. I like this, how they perfectly rounded the butt end. It's perfect. These pins are sanded perfectly. You can't feel them at all. I'm not lying. You just can't feel them at all. Open it up. I have because I have arthritis with my fingers. Sometimes I have to use this tool to open traditional knives. This is the RoseCraft, and on the back end it says D2 steel, and that's the model number, and that's the designer's maker's mark. I'll try to zoom up on that. Anyway, like I said, this is a GunStock pattern. I really like the GunStock pattern. I've heard people don't like the GunStock pattern. I don't know why, but I don't believe that. Maybe a long time ago they didn't like that. There's a lot of GunStock patterns been released in the last year or two, so I think it's becoming popular again, maybe. But I love the GunStock pattern, and I'm not like a super traditional person, knife collector, but I tend to like GunStocks and doctor's knives and one other I can't remember right now, but I tend to collect like just a few a year. So I'm not really I wouldn't consider myself a traditionalist. So, but I love this. I just had to have it. Had to have the GunStock, and B, the Stag. I really love the Stag. Let's compare it to some other knives. So I got a bigger knife, a modern knife to compare it to, so you can see the size difference. So let me try to line up the pivot so you could see. This is the Sparrow Knives Fenrir. Really big knife. Well, not super big. This is the Sparrow Knives trying to line up the pivot. This is the Strix. And let's bring out the Jack Wolf. So this is the only Jack Wolf I own. And again, this is the GunStock version. I think it's called the Sharpshooter Jack, I believe. Because, well, Sharpshooter, GunStock, whatever. So, you can see this is pretty much the same, but not. So, the Sharpshooter Jack handle is about the same. It's just a little bit longer blade, and this is where the difference comes in. This is I've paid $72 for this, and I think I paid $275 for this. So and that's it's not including shipping. I think I got free shipping on this. I believe I had to pay $8 shipping on this, so that maybe brought it up to about $80. So I did some math, and I hope I'm right. I did that math like over a week ago, but I think that you could buy 3.5 of these, or maybe 3.5 of these for the price of this one. So or just basically three $80 knives for the price of this. So I want to say this is a little bit expensive and overpriced, but not that much. I would say this is probably a $200 knife, maybe. I don't know. I'll try to focus in on that. But it has a really, really fine hollow grind, so that alone is probably worth the cost. And on the back, this is a titanium body with the micarta scales, but the gapping is unreally, it's just unreal. It's kind of perfect. So, but like for $80, well, including shipping, $72, and I would say near perfect, if you ask me. But this is only in D2 steel, and this is just a flat grind. It's not a hollow grind. So, but you know, I would feel better making this a user rather than this a user. I've never used this. I cut some paper maybe, but it's just kind of a, like, what do you call it? Safe queen, you know. But this would not be a safe queen. I would use this every day. I wouldn't even care if it got a patina or got some scratches. I love being able to use my knives. I really dig RoseCraft's traditional knives, and not so much their modern. I've seen what they released after Blade Show on their modern, and I'm just really not interested in their modern at all. I love their take on traditional. I will probably keep buying select traditional knives, but I probably will never buy a modern knife by RoseCraft. I don't think they, you know, this is my opinion, I don't think they do good on modern knives. They can't capture my attention. But traditional, this is what they do best, and I hope they keep doing traditionals and probably less modern. But you know, maybe they'll do a new modern knife that will catch my attention, but I kind of doubt it. I'll do a follow-up video on this, and down the road, months later, just to show you how it's held up. And I may like experiment on this side to darken it, but I don't know if I want to ruin it, because I really don't know how to darken it. So, all right, take care, Wastelanders.